Hello and welcome to mamboSchools Screencast number 1 on teacherPlace. And this screencast is going to show you how to log in and set up your teacherPlace webpage. The goal of this particular lesson is to learn how to log into teacherPlace and how to set up your first webpage and directory entry. And here's what you're going to need to know beforehand. First of all, you're going to need to know on your mamboSchools website where your login button is located or login box. You're going to find this button either in the upper right-hand corner, or it's going to be located somewhere on the home page, probably in a box that's somewhere down below, so you'll have to scroll down in order to find it. You're also going to need to know your username and your password that will allow you to log into your website. And you need to know where that teacherPlace directory is located. Most of the time on our sites, the teacher directory is located either under the academics, classroom, or student menu. And the link is typically called teacher web pages, class web pages, or even teacher directory. I'm going to go ahead and click into that class web page directory, and let's take a look at it right now. The directory is basically a listing of all of the teachers that are in your school building. On default, most of the time you'll see the teacher's first and last name in an entry. If the positions have been placed into the system, you may see your position name. Some teachers may have a phone number listed and some icons out to the right. Of particular interest is the middle icon under Miss Caroline's entry, and that allows the public to send an email to Miss Caroline. And it also allows them to click onto her open book and access her teacher webpage. And what we're going to learn how to do is how to log into the teacherPlace, your teacherPlace account, and how to set up your basic contact information. And then we're going to move over to the profile and show you how you can upload your photo and also your website listing. The last thing that you may want to have together is maybe a photograph, like a headshot of yourself. This is totally optional, and you can just watch that part of the video, or you can follow along when we get to that area. So in short, you need to know where your login box is at, your username, password, where the teacherPlace directory is located, and by option you can have a headshot photograph ready to place into the profile area. I'm going to run back to our home page, and we're going to go ahead at our first step and log into the site. We're going to click into our login button. And the teacher that I'm going to be using is not Miss Caroline, but it's another one of our default teachers. His name is Mr. Reeves, and he teaches 5th grade at mamboSchools Elementary. His username is teacher2, and his password is teacher. So I enter both in their respective areas, and I click in the login button. And whether you have a login box or whether you have the login button, you should be able to tell that you've logged in, because the login button will change to the word log out, or on your box it should say log out. We can also tell that we've logged into the teacherPlace area by moving back to our directory, and we see our teacherPlace menu at the top. Now again, the only time you're going to see your teacherPlace menu is when you've logged in under your account. You'll notice that the directory is still here. It's still workable and still accessible. It's just that the menu up here at the top will guide you to knowing how to set up your web page. And our first thing that we need to do on the menu is to click into the Manage My Pages link. And I click that one time, and it has two options. I can either create a new page, or I can go to the page that's already been set up for me, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to start a brand new page right away. I want to go to my default My Page link, and I click one time. And you'll notice that Mr. Reeves is quite a bit different than Miss Caroline. She had a lot of information, and this is the default setup. And if you're following along, this is what you should see as well. And some of the parts of the web page that we're not going to really be talking about during this lesson is your page header and your title area, and also the message area and what are called agenda items. And we're going to be doing some setup in lesson 2 of these areas. Of particular importance to us right now is to move over to the right-hand side to what's called the page clip area. And you'll see one called Contact Me. And you'll see 2 little symbols to the left of Contact Me, an edit pencil, and a publish, unpublish circle. You'll notice right now that the circle is green, and that just simply means that when your web page is ready to go, the public is going to see this contact information. It's going to be published. It's green. To edit this area, though, we need to go back over to our pencil and click one time. And you'll notice that the My Information box comes up, and there's our page clip title. And we're going to be changing the display name. We're going to talk a little bit about our position, the room number, phone number. We're going to check our email address, and I'll briefly make mention of the external website area. I'm going to come back up here, and I don't really want my full name on the directory entry, so I'm going to shift it to Mr. Reeves. Some of you will want to, or as a building maybe, decide that you want to enter all of your names with the more professional beginning, like Mr., Miss, or Mrs., or you can keep first and last names. It's really up to you. I'm going to move down to the position area. Now again, if your positions have been entered by your web manager or your technology person for your building, you'll see a listing of positions. It's not necessary that you add your position in, only if they've been set up for you, which in my case they have been. And I'm going to select 5th grade teacher because that's what I teach. I'm going to come down here, and Mr. Reeves' room number is 114. I'm going to enter phone number, which is the school phone number. And I'm also going to add my extension. My email address I'll pay attention to and just make sure that it's correct, which it is. And then here's my option for this box. If you have an external website like a Moodle site and you understand how to copy and paste a URL or a web address in here, you can also link to your external website by typing or entering that information here. Not necessary, but it's there if you want your folks to link to an older website or one that you currently have. With the information that we've added in, we're going to click the Update button, and you'll notice that instantly in front of you the Contact Me page clip has updated. We're going to move now to our profile page of our website. We're going to go back up to our Profile tab. It's right next door to Pages, and we're going to click one time. Our profile page comes up, and we're going to click into the Edit About Me pencil. Now this area is just a quick about me, a quick biography, a couple of sentences long. In fact, I'm going to put in here, hello, I am teaching 5th grade at mamboSchools Elementary. This is my 7th year of teaching. I received my education degree from Ball State University. Something basic, just something that tells a little bit about you. I'm going to click Save, and it instantly updates this on my profile page. Really at this point we've pretty much completed the lesson, but I do want to talk about the picture area. If you have a headshot or a photograph of yourself, you can follow my lead and follow along and add this to your page as well. Click into the pencil one time, and we're going to add a brand new photo. We're going to click the Browse button, and it connects to my desktop. And right here is my stored picture, Mr. Reeves. I'm going to click it one time, and then I'm going to go down to the bottom of my box, and it's a little bit out of screen here, but I'm going to click the Open button one time, and then click Save Profile Photo. And what's going to happen here is the profile photo is going to be sent to your web page and displayed in this area, as well as your directory entry. We're ready now to move back to our Pages link. In fact, I could go over to my page and go there directly. And we've moved back to our page. And we have one thing that I want you to edit up at the top in the upper right hand corner, and that is your page name. We're not going to call this My Page, but I'm going to just go ahead and click the pencil and just call it My Welcome Page, or My Home Page. I think that's probably better. My Home Page. In fact, I'm going to even take the word My out of that, because home signals that this is my opening page. I'm just going to click Update, and you'll notice that the name changed. And that was right there. That's the pencil in the upper left-hand corner. It says Edit Page Name. You just simply pop that information in and click Update. And really, that's all we need to do to set up our page. Now, by option, I can flip the page on so that my public can see my page right now. Not sure you're ready to do that yet, because you really haven't created any content. You've only merely set the page up. But I'm going to go ahead for our purposes and click this red dot to a green dot. And that will publish my page. Again, this is optional. You don't need to do this at this time. We'll be all doing this together in Lesson 2 to Lesson 3. We're finished now, so we can go ahead and log out by clicking the log out button in the upper left hand corner, or I can click the log out button if I've got a log out button here on the top of my page. Either location is fine. I'm going to click log out here and log out of my page. Notice that the editing tools go away. This is what my public's going to see. Not an interesting page quite yet, but that's not our purpose for this lesson. We're going to come back to our directory, go up to the Students menu, Class Web Pages, and we'll see our work. We now see that Mr. Reeves has a phone number here. His website is open. He's a 5th grade teacher, and if I click the plus sign, there's his picture, and there's the nice edit area. I can also do the same for Miss Caroline. Miss Caroline also put this information as well. So this is lesson 1. We've learned how to log into teacherPlace and set up your first web page, and particularly set your directory entry up. I hope you've enjoyed this screencast and that you'll move on to lesson 2, where we're going to go and talk about actually updating and setting our web page. Thank you.